Matt, this
absolutely.
This happened this week, and you feel pretty passionate about it.
No, I wanted to cover this. I wanted to get around to this one this weekend, if I can.
As our representative on the show.
Yes. Last week, RFK came under fire for the controversial opinions that, one, not having autism is better than having it, and two, we should look into what causes autism. Can we see a clip of his speech?
The answer.
Does he not look like Teddy Ruxpin?
A little bit.
Autism
when the tape is broken.
Yeah.
More importantly, it destroys our greatest resource.
Because an autistic kid fed him rice
These are
Krispies.
children who should not be.
That's literally what I did to my Teddy Ruxpin.
These are kids who.
Yeah, I said we would
many of
hear
them
the
were fully
speech, but I mean that's
and
guess that's
regress
a tall order.
because of some environmental exposure into autism when they're 2 years old. And these are kids who will never pay taxes. They'll never hold a job.
well, it's pretty
They'll
far.
never
So far, it sounds
play
pretty good,
baseball.
actually.
Yeah.
They'll never
How
write
can I
poems.
get signed up for
They'll go
that?
out on
Some
a
more
date.
autism.
Many of
Well,
them
I don't know.
will
I'll just
never
take some more
use a
shot.
toilet, and this
I
is-
don't know if I can say that on YouTube.
And we
Cut
have to
myself, stop
recognize
myself.
we are doing this to our children, and we need to put an end to it. And I think I'm going to have the answer.
Yeah, this is one of the most exciting things for me. The whole Donald Trump second term, putting all these great people in, because he was going to run for president, right? Mm-hmm. And people wanted him to get in. I think this is a better position for him to be in because now he's not distracted by all the other foreign policy and other things that the president has to do. He can do what he's passionate about and what really needs to be done. Like we just banned food coloring, like all this extra food coloring that we have, that's getting banned. Like I'm totally for all this. Like get all that stuff out of here because we do have an autism problem, and I don't know if it's because we're over testing for it, or if there's some kind of
Sorry, Dave's uncle died. Shit.
some kind of environmental.
Is this an HR issue or?
No, we need to gas all the. I'm sorry, but it is something that's really bad, and I'm glad that we're finally trying to do something about the horrible thing. And even if we find that it doesn't have anything to do with causing autism, it's just not healthy to add all these preservatives and food colorings and the stuff that we don't need.
No, absolutely not. And it's just strange for me to see Democrats coming out de facto on the side of all that stuff.
Yeah.
We had the aforementioned Liz Warren saying in a tweet, to every kid with autism, I'm in this fight with you all the way. And by this fight, she means kickbacks for drug companies. We have that one. We have Jasmine Crockett saying RFK was loud and wrong, which weirdly are her two main attributes. And speaking as a person with autism, I hold a job. I have a family. And I would erase my autism in a second if it were an option. I'm not even kidding. I do have a wife, and that's because I'm tall, but I do have a wife.
I'm funny.
Let's not go that far. And I mean, what would I get? Would I not have those if I weren't autistic? My wife would probably cry less, but
Okay.
I mean, why is it even a controversy? I have a bad shoulder. I have a lazy eye. I'd fix those too if that were an option on the table. I wouldn't. It was. Even under the circumstances of mild autism, it was brutal for my family and my parents. And furthermore, it speaks to a broader issue where at one time in this country, we agreed on problems but disagreed on solutions. But now with Democrats coming out in practice as pro-MS-13, anti-parental rights, and minimizing the struggles of the severely disabled and their families, they refuse to acknowledge that things are problems anymore when it is their political and financial interest not to do so. Damn the consequences.
Yep.
Amen. Yeah. Amen. Click, click.
Thank you.
I will say that Democrats hate him. Yeah. They just hate him. They hate him more than a Netflix audience hates an Amy Schumer movie. They hate him.
Well, he's
a
defector.
She can't steal it. That's going to stay in my...
A little inside baseball for you guys.
He's a defector. It's anytime. I think that's why they hate Donald Trump as well, because he used to be one of them.
Well, I mean, that's why
they and they're like, "Oh, fuck that is the worst person I've ever seen."
Well, have you ever seen the leftists tweet about like Bill Maher? He hasn't even left the reservation yet.
Exactly. So it's like common sense stuff. Like we should be healthier. Why is this a controversy? We should look into the things that we're throwing into all of our food. If you know anybody that is from like the UK or Europe, the thing that's sold here is not the same It may be called the same, Hershey's chocolate or whatever, but it is not the same. If it's over here, it's chock full of all this extra crap that we just don't need.
Even bread and stuff.
Yeah,
Like as
even
simple as bread.
stuff. So why is that all there? For one, I guess we could figure that out later. Let's just get it out now, and then we'll figure out why it's there in the first place. But this is stupid that it's even a controversy.
Well, what bewilders me too is not even be interested in getting to the bottom of it either with regard to autism. Just going la 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 everything.
Wait till he starts on the HPV vaccination, not even being changed from girls to boys. Let's start. You know, I mean, when he gets into all this stuff, they really hate him. Democrats are like it's just like when a guy leaves a baseball or a basketball team and they burn his jersey. They're just so upset that it's going to be horrible for him to try to get anything done.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
and he's the thing that bewilders me too is that he's been remarkably consistent on all these things for years and years and years,
decades.
Yeah.
So good on him, and I think we should get to the bottom of it because we don't want any more of these.
Yeah.
You can watch an interview with him 21 years ago on PBS. He won't have
the exact same thing.
Well, he has a normal voice at the time.
By the way, guys, as of 4:00 today, he announced a ban on all petroleum-based synthetic food dyes.
Right.
So it's already starting today as of 4:00. They announced it. So.
Did he stop hearing you after petroleum?